Hey, online crew. Sorry, tech difficulties. Just trying to get the live into the group as well. I think we've just managed to do that. Maybe now. Okay, awesome. Hello. Welcome to the beginning of a new week where we're going to talk about 3 tools to get your shit together. So if you're not used to me swearing, I apologize in advance, but it's actually the name of a book. It's not me. It's the name of a book. I'll show you that in a minute. But how are you all going? Let me know if you're here. Say hello live so I can give you a shout out, or if you're catching the replay later. Predominantly what I do is teach social media skills and systems and training to those in social selling, online marketing, entrepreneurs, etc. But this video at the beginning of every week, I talk about something to help you be more organized, have more belief in yourself, back yourself, be the best version of you, because it's you that's going to help you build an amazing business, no one else. So that little voice that's going on in your head, what's going on up here, it is the best asset that you have. Because when you're in a good frame of mind, you're positive and you know what you're doing and the way to sort of run this business in social selling, then you'll build a great business. But unless you got all of that going on, you're probably going to struggle a little bit. So we've got Marco from Finland here. Hello, Marco. Good to see you here. Hello, Jane. Lovely to see you on. We've got Sheila as well. We've got Trish. Great to see you. Mr. Dean. With the time change, I have a lot of company calls at the same time as your calls now. Many replays. Bugger. There is another time zone change. It's these few weeks are very confusing. So US and Canada was it last week or the week before? And then UK is at the end of the month. Is that right? And then Australia and New Zealand, we change in the first week of April. So for those of you in US and Canada, there is another time zone change in a couple of weeks' time when our clocks change. So it is a little bit confusing. We just got to try to navigate it the best we can. But good to see you here, Dean. Okay, now I am sharing with you some strategies from this book. Have you seen this book or heard of this book before? The language might not be, for some, but there's actually some really good strategies in here. And I want to share with you, I've got it in the title. Have you ever heard of the GYST Theory? Do you know what that stands for? Get your shit together. Okay? As I said, not for everyone, but this is the book. Just ignore some of the language if that offends you. Sorry. But what you want to look at is the wording here, how to stop worrying about what you should do so you can finish what you need to do and start doing what you want to do. Like, how many of you can relate to that? So whether the language is for you or not, I'm sure everybody can relate to this, in that you need to stop worrying about what you should be doing and what you want to do and what you know you should be doing, and actually, finish what you know you need to do so you can start doing what you want to do. Can you relate to that at least? So there is a strategy in here I want to share with you, because when you really break it down, this is kind of what it takes, okay? And we are our own worst enemies, and we get in our own heads. And when we're in our own head, we think, sometimes it's not a positive thing. Like, this is too hard, or this is not for me, or I don't know if I can do this, or everyone around me seems to be having success, but I'm not. What am I doing wrong? I just can't seem to nail it. I'm not getting the engagement. I'm not getting the customers. I'm not getting the team members. And we get in this really kind of negative spiral, and it's not a good place to be. So we are in control of that. We can either let that get the better of us and retreat and, continue to think negatively, or we can snap out of it and take it as a lesson. Something that I share in my community all the time is, when things are going on, good and bad, you should always ask yourself, what do I need to learn from this? Sometimes we need to get less emotional about the lack of results and start being more intelligent about the way that we're thinking and think, what do I need to learn from this? So if things are going well, if you did something differently, you got out of your comfort zone and you got a result, you can ask yourself then, what do I need to learn from this? Okay, I need to do more of that. It was scary, but I got a result, so I need to do more of that. Or maybe things, you've been doing the same thing, you're doing the same kind of content, you're showing up, you're doing all the things, but you're not getting the results. You should be asking yourself, what do I need to learn from this? Like objectively, what do I need to learn from this? And not get all internal and upset and negative and think this is not for you. If there's plenty of people in your company getting results, getting customers, getting team members, and making it happen, so can you. It just means there's some missing pieces for you. So what are those missing pieces? Is it your mindset? Is it your belief? Is it your confidence? Is it your content? Is it your lack of content? Is it lack of conversations? Is it your branding? Is it your skill level? Is it, what is it for you? That's what you want to ask. What do I need to learn from this? Okay. So, just a really, really important question. I'm always asking myself that, even when things happen out of my control, but I react. Like when things happen, out of our control, but we get affected by it, that's our choice. No one can upset you unless you let them. Things don't upset you unless you let them. Okay, you're in control. You are very much in control. So if you're going to let something upset you, you're letting it upset you. Why are you letting it upset you? You should be asking the question, what do I need to learn from this? Why am I upset by this? What's going on here? What's in my control? What's not in my control? What can I change to, get out of this situation? And the best thing you can do, which is what I've learned to do over the years, is not stay stuck. You've got to recognize when you're stuck, when things aren't working. Ask yourself that question, what do I need to learn from this? And then work out what it is that you need and move quickly. The worst thing you can do is stay stuck for longer than you need to. Things are going to happen around us, and, maybe things that are out of our control that are going to upset us and that are going to cause a reaction, even anger, frustration, disappointment, whatever it is. But if you stay in that place, that's on you. And I've shared this often about how years and years ago, I was in Dallas, Texas. I went to a big company event. John Maxwell was one of the speakers. It was amazing. He'd just written one of his books. He's got many, many, many books. But he shared on that stage, and I listened to him say, we do have a reaction, immediately sometimes things trigger us and you have a reaction. Okay, that's warranted. Sometimes we need that. Anger, cry, frustration, whatever it is. But if you hang on to that more than 24 hours, that's on you, because you haven't turned it around yet. It doesn't mean to say, depending what it is, I don't want to take life events lightly, or if someone's sick or passes away, you know what I mean? But we choose to hang on to things, or we choose to, okay, I don't like this. This is not what I would have envisaged, or this is harder than I thought, or, whatever, but what solutions can I come up with? That's the person that you need to be. What solutions do you need to come up with, rather than, particularly in this industry, people start backing out and bowing out and stop showing up. That's the worst thing that you could do for your business. Okay. So I hope I'm making sense there. What was I just about to say to you? Oh, just before I go into this theory that's in this book, those of you in my coaching community, we've got Practical Reels Training Part 3 this week. So I'm going into more of the features and reels, some of the features that you don't even know exist that are really cool and are going to make you stand out from the crowd. So make sure you catch that training this week, okay? So this is a little bit weird, but follow along with me, okay? The GYST, which is get your shit together theory, revolves on 3 things which you use every day. So stay with me here. It's all explained in the book, but stay with me here, okay? These 3 things you all have, okay? Do you have a set of keys? Put yes in the comments if you own some keys. There's a method to this, method to the madness, but you all have keys, I'm guessing, okay? You all have one of these, do you not? You're probably using it right now to watch me live. There is probably not one person, well, there would be people, but most people have one of these, okay? So you got some of these, you got one of those, and you've got something that kind of resembles like a purse or a wallet. Like a man might have a wallet, a lady, you might have a purse or something, or a handbag or something. And these three things you kind of live by every day. Correct? Put correct in the comments if you can relate to that you've got these three things and that you use them probably every day, I'm imagining. Okay? So the theory to GYST, getting your shit together, is interpreting these three things in your life. So stay with me, okay? So again, if you've jumped on late, this is the theory in this book, okay? Get Your Shit Together by Sandra Knight, okay? How to stop worrying about what you should do so you can finish what you need to and start doing what you want to do. Oh, sorry, Instagram people, that book there. Okay, so let's relate these three things to you. And this is not only kind of your business, this is life as well. These, your keys unlock things. They unlock your car, they unlock your house, they unlock various different things. You can't get in, move forward, do what you need to do, get inside your house, move in your car, get into wherever you need to without your keys. Think of this in life as your strategy, okay? Without the key, without the strategy, you're not unlocking what you need to move forward. Your keys are the strategy of your life. Without a strategy, without unlocking the door to where you need to go or the car to where you need to travel to, you are not going anywhere. You can't get in. Do you follow? So without the strategy, without the key, you're not going anywhere. You can't even get in the car to go where you need to go. You can't get into the house to then feed yourself or sleep or whatever it is. You're not moving. You're not going anywhere. You're not unlocking any doors to your future, whether that's business, life, relationships, health, whatever it is. Your keys are your strategy. Some of you still don't have strategy. You don't have the plan. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what your goals are. You haven't even written out goals. You haven't even written out a content plan. You are flying by the seat of your pants. Doesn't work that way. You're locked out. You're locked out. Step one is your strategy, okay? Second one, this little thing can be your best friend or your worst enemy. For some of you, it's probably a bit of a time suck. For some of you, it'll actually be a stressor because you're comparing yourself to everybody on it, or messages you receive, or everybody else's success, or what everyone else is doing, and you've got way too much attention on what other people are doing instead of using this thing to your advantage and focus. This is your strategy. This is your focus. So this can work with you or against you. For some of you, you don't know how to use this properly. You are being time sucked by social media and you're in comparison mode and you're in overwhelm. The more you look at, the more you get stressed, you waste time. This thing can actually help you get focused. You make appointments on things. This, you make calls on this. You can make travel plans on this. Your calendar is on this. Your banking app is on this. You can pay bills on this. You can run pretty much most of your life through this little thing. It's bloody scary, isn't it? So how do you use this? Depending on how you're using this will dictate how you use that. So if there's none of this, there's probably not much planning and strategy as to how you're using this. But this is your focus. This helps you create content. This helps you have conversations. This helps plan. This has got apps on it that can help you organize your time, your prospects, your money, your everything. This is actually your focus. Okay, you all have one of these. Use it to your advantage and not your downfall. Okay? The third one. This is what makes it all happen. This is like, I'm a bit unusual. I don't go out. I very rarely go out with a handbag. Like I just can't be bothered. Unless, I need to. So in here is everything I need. So I literally go out the door most of the time with just these three things. So the keys I need to get in my car, my house, wherever else. My phone, don't leave home without it. And all the cards that I need, health insurance, cards, Medicare in Australia, ATM card, whatever. It's just all in here. So I have all my cards in there. I've got cash in the front and I've got whatever I need. There's nothing in there at the moment. That, I can actually hook that to, my phone's over there. I've got a little hook. I hook that onto there. Put that on my hand. That's my life. Okay, the point I'm making, this one, you need strategy, yes? You need focus. You can have the best strategy, but if you don't actually do the work, if you've got no plan, you've got no calendar, you've got no commitment, you don't have a mentor, you're not watching any proper trainings, like, things like that, like you're not focused, you're just not going to get there. So this can be your best friend, okay? This one is your commitment. So this one is literally either time or money. So put your hand in your pocket and invest in what you need, and don't be shy about that. So many people in this industry want everything for free. Everything for free. You can't get to where you need to go for free. You need to invest in something, like in your business, in your products, whether it might be an additional training that you need. It might be mentorship that you need, to speed up your results. Oh, by the way, my VIP program only opens twice a year. It's open at the moment for the 1st of April to September intake. I've still got spots left, not many, but I've still got some spots left. If you need direction and focus and mentorship and accountability, put the word VIP in or send me a message. Come join us and get that focus and direction and accountability. You don't know what you don't know. Sometimes you just need somebody to look at your work and go, what the hell are you doing over there? You're wasting your time. Get focused. But this is your commitment. So, and I'm not saying it's necessarily a money commitment, but commitment also is time. So you can waste a lot of time by not being committed and focused and not having the strategy. Your commitment is your action. So that is time and money. You can have a strategy and you can be quite focused, but if you're not committed to taking the action, if you're not committed to doing the do, if you're not committed to learning, if you're not committed to doing it when you don't feel like it, success is on the other side of your comfort zone. Hands down, particularly in this industry. this industry is full of things that you don't want to do, live videos that you don't want to do, making reels that you don't want to create, or learning a platform like TikTok maybe you don't want to, or doing interviews with people live, or creating content. Like, most of you are flying by the seat of your pants and wondering why you're not getting anywhere. You need the strategy, you need the focus, and you need the commitment. Now, for some of you, that might be, with a mentor, or like for some of you, it's just go to the event. Stop taking the easy road and not committing to going to events. Start getting more team calls. Some of you don't even attend your team calls, and you're wondering why things aren't working because you're not in the know. You're not getting all the latest tips. You're not connected with your team. Like, there's no vibe. There's you've got to commit. You've got to take the action even when you don't want to. How many of you don't attend team calls that you know you should, or you don't watch recordings of team calls that you know you should? Because, you're busy. Life has got in the way. Like, it's that next or last team call that you didn't go on, or you didn't watch the replay of, that had that little golden nugget that the light bulb finally went off for you. It's all those kind of things. It's the commitment of what it takes. You've got to stay connected to your team. You've got to stay connected to your uplines. You've got to ask questions. And if you need further training, you ask for it, or you invest in it. If you need mentorship, go and get it. I still get mentorship. I paid, what was it, over 20,000 Australian dollars for my first mentorship. It was a 12-month program when I wasn't working. I left corporate. I didn't have an income. I was shit scared. But I did it because I wanted to speed up my results. And I wouldn't be a multiple six-figure earner doing everything that I do and do it. I was about to say effortlessly. It's not effortlessly. There's lots of effort. But I'm not a slave to it anymore. I used to be. Man, did I work hard in previous years. And when I was mentoring students all the time, like, I used to get up on 2 or 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, do a training, and then go back to bed for the American market. The amount of events I've been on all through the night just to get the training, the amount of times I've sent myself to America to get training from the best of the best, like, no excuses. Some of you don't invest in anything and you're still complaining as to why you're not where you need to be. Like, where's your commitment? Okay? So that's not meant that I'm not having a go at any of you, but like, work out with these 3 things. What are you missing? Is it the strategy? Is it the focus? Or is it the commitment? Like the action. And as I said, commitment, I'm not saying you all need to spend money. It's not always money. It's the time. It's the action. It's what you need to get done. So, if you're not committed, if you're not taking the action, if you're not doing the do, then you're literally wasting time, which means you are wasting money. That's what it means at the end of the day with the kind of the money side of it. If you're wasting time fluffing around, you're literally wasting money. Some people say to me, I'm turning off my, when it's like in this industry, when we have an auto ship or subscribe and save or whatever you like to call it, and it's like, I'm going to turn it off because I'm not getting any results. And they're not even building their business. They're not even putting any content out there. They're not even talking to anybody. Like, what? How would you expect that works? You've got to take the action to build in this industry. Okay. Just checking some comments here. The keys to your strategy. That's right. Your phone should be your tool, not your boss. Absolutely. VIP program rocks. It does. Dean's been in it, and he did amazing things in that program. Team calls keep me motivated. So important, Janine. Good comment. Always they motivate me. Too many people are involved in network marketing company, but their lives don't depend on that income. Yeah, and sometimes when people, some of the people that do really, really well in network marketing are the ones that have literally got their back up against the wall and they need the money. If you've got money, you're okay. People don't seem to be as driven as much. But here's what I would recommend you strive for, even if it's not, do or die for you to be in this industry, is there is no smarter income to build than residual income. To have your income working for you years beyond you doing the work, when you head towards that retirement and you want to wind down in the later years and you've still got the income coming in, that's what you're working towards. Having that freedom from life. But we have to work hard, in the beginning to get the residual income, but that is worth fighting for. That residual income. When you've got that residual income, maybe you get sick, maybe you go on holidays, maybe you've got to bow out for a while. Residual income will still keep coming in when you live life sometimes. That's what I love about this business. Like, I can go on holidays and it's still there. I could get sick and it's still there. It might take a dip, yes, if I'm not as active, but it's still going to be there, and it's still there for me to resurrect. When I can, when we have dips in life, there's nothing like residual income. It's one of the smartest ways for anybody to earn income. Is it easy? No, not necessarily. Otherwise, everybody would do it, okay? And not everybody can do it because they don't stick to it. But if you think of what you need to do and you go back to this theory in this book of the keys to your strategy, the phone that can help you get focused, and the wallet, like put your time and money and energy into the things that matter for your business instead of avoiding it, and then it costs you a crap ton of money on the other side of it and not committing to your business. Nobody wants that. Okay? So, as I said, this is not my theory. This is the theory from Sarah Knight regarding, the keys, the phone, and the wallet. And it just made so much sense to me that I wanted to share it with you. I hope you take something from that in knowing, the components of what you really need to do. And it's got to start with the goals and the strategies. And some of you are still not really setting that direction for yourself. You need a plan. You can't get in a car to a destination you've never been before and not look at a GPS. You will literally go around the roundabout 50 times before you get to your destination because you don't know where you're going. Like, your business in this industry, you need the GPS, you need the plan. You need to know how many customers that equate to the right volume to, know what you're striving for, to then do the content that matches that, or the conversations, because your content isn't creating the conversations. So, okay, if the content isn't creating the conversations, maybe you need to actively create more conversations while you're building up your network and while you're building up your influence. People's expectations are just off sometimes when it comes to social media, because you're expecting the customers and the team members, but you've really got not much of an audience and you've got no influence over that audience. So while you're building up your influence and your audience and the numbers of that, you might need to do some more active prospecting, but not getting into people's inbox saying, hi, do you want to join my team? You do what I call ICQ, intention, compliment, question, and you have real, genuine connections with people. That's where your next customer and your next team member is going to come from. Okay? So, food for thought. I hope that's helpful. If anything, just to give you some direction on what you might need to focus on, whether it's the strategy, whether it's the focus, or whether it's the commitment, or whether it's all of the above. Okay, so coaching community members, remember this week I'm doing Practical Reels Training Part 3. So I'll share my phone on the screen and go through that. And just to let you know what else I'm sharing with you later this week on my videos, I'm sharing with you the 3 biggest mistakes network marketers make online. You need to all listen to that. And then I'm sharing with you how I created 8 videos that have resulted in 170 over 200,000 views and lots of conversations from one sentence that I put into ChatGPT. So I'm sharing that at the end of the week as well. So make sure you join me for my other live videos, which is not tomorrow, but the next day and the following days. I will see you then. If you get lost or with any of my replays, I do have my website up on the screen, helenmartinonline.com. We rotate my 3 latest videos on my website every week. So that's where you can refer back to if you're looking for my latest trainings. Okay, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.